Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to DL Studios. Today, well, this is also my first video in college, so we'll see how that goes. But today we're gonna see the power of ChatGPT and Lego, or maybe lack thereof, you decide. We're gonna see how well AI, specifically ChatGPT, can make Lego car instructions. And then I'm gonna try and make my own Lego car and see if it's better or worse. Let's get into it. Similar to a challenge I did a couple years back with ChatGPT, I'm gonna do the same exact thing again, but we're gonna see how much improvement AI, specifically ChatGPT, has made over the course of those few years. So I guess this is what AI cooked up for me, and I think it's kind of funny. They have this step one that represents all those pieces to create that plate when Lego actually just makes that plate right there in one piece. And I also think it's funny how there's a steering wheel in step 3 and then it's still there in step 4, and step 5 it's gone. And I can't see it in step 6 either. There's just some weird inconsistencies here. Following the instructions for the Lego AI car was super whack, let me tell you. It didn't help that there are so many inconsistencies in the instructions, and it's also kind of tough to identify what piece the Lego ChatGPT instructions are trying to depict. So this is what I've built so far, trying to follow the instructions. I'm like kind of done with step 2, but also kind of started working on step 3. Yeah, it's kind of weird when colors like change from like red to black or black to red. You'll see that a lot in this, so we'll see what happens next. Overall, compared to a Lego set, I wouldn't really recommend it. It wasn't as stress-free as a normal Lego set is. And honestly, it didn't even turn out looking that good. Well, after all that building, this is what we are left with, this AI jank car. I tried to include at least a little bit from every step. It doesn't really look like the finished product, but considering each step, yeah, whatever. All right, now let's see what I can do. So starting the construction on my car, I wanted it to kind of look like a Tesla. I went with a more rounded look in the front and some cool headlights and kind of a cool technique to create those. It's kind of like an SUV minivan kind of car, and I wanted it to be full of glass and windows. And to make it more fair against AI, I try not to use too many more pieces than I used for the AI car. Now let's see how they turned out. Seeing these two cars side by side really testifies the fact that AI has a long way to go. I love the detail on the AI generated car that includes headlights, a windshield, and even a steering wheel. Got the back window, I guess, as well, and even a roof that can be taken off. However, you cannot fit a minifigure inside that tiny interior. Also, it's super wide for some reason. The underside is interesting. I used 4 axle pieces to capture the way the wheels look. The Tesla SUV that I designed, like I said, has some really cool looking headlights, some rear lights, and yeah, it's got glass all the way around except in the middle there. Once again, the roof could also come off. I didn't plan for it to fit a minifigure, so yeah. But there's definitely a lot of interior space, and then there's the underside, not the most appealing thing. And together they look kind of mid. And here is the Back to the Future car side by side, just a common Speed Champions car that everyone has. And you can see they're both really small. And maybe this goes without saying, I hate the AI one. And this was a super fun exercise, so comment below which one you like better. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.